Other kidnapping survivors are reacting today to the rescue of 3 women being held against their will in Cleveland. J.C. Dugard says the women need a chance to heal and reconnect with the world. Dugard, as you remember, was abducted in 1991 at age 11 and held captive for 18 years. In a statement released through her publicist, Dugard said this reaffirms that people should never give up hope. Anna, over to you.
On the abductor in Cleveland, Ariel Castro was living a double life, bus driver by day and an unthinkable abuser by night. Dr. Daniela Shire, forensic psychologist from the Chicago School of Psychology, is here to try to go inside the mind of the people who we believe are behind this. Dr. Shire, thanks for joining us. I don't think anyone can possibly imagine what it would take to do something like this, but yet there are people like this living amongst us, and it is interesting to be aware of the kinds of behaviors. What is it, do you think, about this person? What kind of person does do this?
Well, really, it's the wolf in sheep's clothing, right? He was fitting in very well. He even passed out flyers after de Jesus disappeared. He was attending vigils. He was always there. He was very glib, superficial. This is really about power, dominance. It's about sex abuse and about utter disrespect of human life, women's lives in general.
He was not a madman, you say, because we like to say go inside of it. You can't, it's unthinkable, these types of crimes, but you say not a madman, not insane, he knew what he was doing.
Absolutely, this is a predator. If you see it this way, Anna, 10 years, this was planned. He had his house kind of barricaded, no one came in. His son even said there were certain rooms we didn't have access to. So he also has his social life very separate. None of the family members know about it, and this is what we need to be looking for. He blends in, but yet he's different.
He is different, that's for sure. So we're learning, though, there were some signs here. There were people reporting extremely odd behavior going on in his backyard. The newest was that there were young women being led around naked in the backyard on all fours. Neighbors called on this. Police never entered the home. There are signs in these cases.
Absolutely. And you know, why do people not report? That's the important things. The signs were there. Yes, police was called a couple of times. This was going on in the backyard. The house was, as I said before, I think he had garbage cans and garbage bags, and other things up front, so you couldn't see in. He didn't let people inside his life, really. But there are 2 reasons. Number one, nowadays we are very cautious not to get over-involved. We're all too busy with our own lives, and family values are no longer really there. We don't want to intrude. Not even police wants to intrude, right? And secondly, good people, Anna, are seldom suspicious. You don't wake up in the morning and think your neighbor might have held a young woman captive. It's not in your mind.
It's so true. You know, but how does he keep the neighbors from noticing for that long? A few tarps and covering your windows, that to me would make him more suspicious. I would be like, what's he doing over there that he has to cover his windows and tarp over his lawn?
But actually, the HuffPost this morning reported it was in a neighborhood where there were dots of houses that were, how can I say that, not open, the windows were closed. So it might have been that it was just one of many or numerous houses there. Also, if you have barbecue with someone or you want to see a person as a normal guy, you normally don't look at all the signs.
No, you don't. Really quickly before we go, Dr. Shire, what kinds of things are these young women going to have to work through now?
Yeah, number one, 10 years of life lost. Life as they knew it is no longer there. A lot of trauma because, as I said, this is about dominance and sex and abuse. There's no doubt in my mind that they have been through so much. Reintegrating into society. And Anna, they are all young women. They might have a potential for a relationship. How can you ever learn to trust again?
Dr. Daniela Shire, thank you so much for joining us. Good to see you. I know you do a lot of national speaking, but we know you're in Chicago, so thank you for stopping by here. We're going to head over to Tammy Susan now, take a look at the weather. Hey, Tammy.